That dealt far more damage than I thought it would. Would you care to take part in a little warm-up? Well, look at you. I must say I'm rather impressed. I wasn't expecting to have this much fun. If you're going to act so utterly stupid, then you need to be punished accordingly. We'll see about that.
Time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots. Found a power key. Go slot it. Great. You know what to do with that key.
Just need to find some more keys.
That's a new power key. Place it now. I'm an android, you see, and you can call me by my name.
Where am I? Thanks.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
Flying Nimbus! You're a big help!
Gallic gun!
That was accurate.
Holy hell.
We didn't put the ball in here.
You're done!
destroy. First win of the day. Well, first match, first win.
No one does this to me.
Hopefully we find a match soon.
Along the way, Vegeta continues, and that's where I'll need to go and take him, but thus far, it only looks as though he may have gone as far as to conceal any weakness that this form of his may have, and so I'll need to go and try and continue to push my way through and find whatever I can before he destroys us in the process. Oh, but what is it? He's holding back, which means that he's likely intending to continue fighting us until he more than likely breaks us all down one by one. But in the time where he goes and continues to fight us, Vegeta adds, there must be something that we can throw his way that'll slow him down and give us the window of opportunity that we've been hoping for, and from there going as far as to put an end to this freak once and for all. But meanwhile, back with Goku, while in the process of being shown retrieving the fallen Potara earring, it was only just as Goku was beginning to then sense something was when Goku then went on to add, now where could that be coming from? It's faint, but I can still feel it nearby. But just where am I supposed to? Wait a minute. There, Goku shouts. It's Zamasu, and it looks like he's still alive. Yes! No, I've got to go and hurry. To which, as Goku was then shown teleporting towards Zamasu and having to then find him, was when Goku then went on to question, hey, are you alright? Now, hang on. Try not to move around too much because you're in really bad shape. But boy, am I glad to see that you're still alive, Zamasu. And so now just hold on, okay? Son Goku. So you're still alive yourself. Good. I'm sorry for not being able to stop him when I did, as I just wasn't strong enough to do it. With Goku then responding, hey, listen, it's not your fault, okay? You were blindsided by him, and so you couldn't have known that this would happen, but I'm going to give you a bit of my energy now, so that way you can stand back up. But then, it was only just as Zamasu had gone as far as to interrupt Goku by stopping him was when Zamasu then went on to add, don't stop it. Don't be ridiculous to go and waste your energy on me, as it won't do you any good by giving me your power, but I need you to listen to me very carefully, Goku. With the little bits of time that we have left that remains, and while we are still able to fight, if we continue to wage this war against him as we currently are, then it's only going to be a matter of time before he destroys you all if something isn't done. And while fighting him alone will only get you all so far, after looking through the annals of history and witnessing your first battle against him, I can now see what must be done, and so you must find a way to go and make this count, or else all will be lost if you don't. And so now listen, take my Potara earring along with the one that was shown falling off of Black's ear, and use them both while there's still a bit of time that remains to fuse with Vegeta immediately. And since I've seen you and Vegeta use these Potaras before, Zamasu adds, our only chance lies in having you both fuse if we hope to put a stop to Goku Black once and for all. And so now hurry, for if you don't go and take these few minutes that we have to go and do this, then our only hope of destroying that abomination and putting an end to his terror would have all been for nothing. For I saw how great your fusion once was against my counterparts, and with the knowledge that you have on the Potaras being limited with the amount of time that you have, take this moment to go and remember what it is that I am telling you, and go and use fusion and obliterate that monster once and for all. And so now go and do it now while the others are able to still hold his attention, so that way this doesn't fail. Please, Goku, you must hurry. With Goku responding, fusion? But how are we to be so sure that it'll work this time? Especially when considering on how me and Vegeta had diffused a lot quicker than what we thought we would the moment we tried to go and use more of our full power against you. I mean them, the other, Zamasu fusion guy, with Zamasu responding, I'm not, and so there's no telling on what may happen once you go and fuse with him again, but no matter the outcome, Zamasu adds, this is the greatest
Spider-Pig, how you
shot
doing?
at stopping him because we won't be able to survive
Right
if
now
we
we're
go
playing
and
Dragon Ball
continue to
Breakers, just
fight
waiting
him
for the next match
alone.
to
And
begin.
so now take this
In the
and
meantime,
do
I'm
what
watching
you
a fan
must.
manga
Now
called
please
Dragon
don't
Ball
make me regret this,
Super
Son
Entire Resurrection
Goku,
of
for I trust that you will
Black
go
Sun.
and do what you can so that
We just
way
won our
this could
first match.
all be over, with Goku responding,
match.
oh
Double
man,
team.
well if that's the case, then I'll go and try to get Vegeta to try and agree with me in using these one more time, so that way we could go and use the knowledge of our battle against Merge Zamasu from the last time and go all out from the beginning and destroy that monster for good. But it was only just before Goku was shown having to take off and trying to get Vegeta to agree with him was when Zamasu had gone as far as to grab onto Goku's shirt by then responding, listen, I want you to look at me and swear that you will do everything within your nature to go and use those earrings and finish that beast off while we still have the time. As whoever it is that he claims to be is not what represents me, for him and I could not be further apart, and so you have to make sure that you will go and use them, and if not with Vegeta, then with somebody else, but as long as they are used, then we cannot win. Do you understand? You must use them. And unless a miracle were to happen and we are able to somehow slow him down, whether that is due to our own efforts or as a result of that form of his backfiring, these Potaras are all that stand between life and death, and so you must hurry. Ah yes, feeble Saiyan, for your screams are like the sound of music to my ears every single time I go and inflict more and more pain onto your fragile little mortal body. It hurts, doesn't it, Gohan? Did I not go and promise you pain and suffering before your father and your other little mortal friends had arrived? Yes, I did, didn't I? Well, was I wrong, Goku Black questions? No, I wasn't. But how ironic is it that it was after watching and studying the things that you went and did, which ultimately led me into becoming who I am at this very moment in time against you. It's quite poetic since this was something that I should have went and did a very long time ago, but now that I have become all that you mortals have grown to fear, Black proceeds upon being shown grabbing onto Gohan's face, I don't plan on relinquishing any of this anytime soon. And guess what else, Goku Black questions? Before I put an end to your life, I am going to bleed you all dry so that way you may always remember the horrors that you've all went and put me through. But it was only then during this time, unbeknownst to Goku Black, with Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku shown dashing towards Vegeta, was when Goku then went on to cry out, Vegeta, I need you to hurry and listen to me right now because we don't have all of the time in the world to go and pull this off right now, and so I need you to hurry and just do
right
this
now we
with
just
me
have
so
7
that
out of
way
8
we can
players, so
go
we
and
just
put
need
an
one more
end to this nightmare
match to start
once
soon.
and for all. So please, I need you to hurry and put this Potara earring on your ear now while he isn't looking, Goku adds, for it's clear to us now that we can't go and beat him like this, and so there's only one other way for us to go and do this. There's no telling on what will happen between now and whenever he decides to destroy us, Goku continues, but if we go and fuse into Vegito, then we can use the memory that we've retained after fighting Merge Zamasu and go all out from the start instead of having to drag our feet within the mud and put an end to him once and for all. But if we are to honestly go and do this, then it must be done right now, and so please, Vegeta, what do you say? With Vegeta responding, oh, how could you, Kakarot? You know how much I despise joining bodies with you. Oh, but how are you so sure that this is even going to work? Vegeta questions. And just how in the world did you even go and manage to get a pair of Potara earrings anyways? With Goku responding, I'm not, but it's the only shot that we have right now, Vegeta. As the Potara that you were shown knocking off Black's ear and the one that Zamasu had been wearing that he gave on to me to go and use with you was how I have a pair, and so now please, Vegeta, we're running out of time, and so we have to do this. You worms could never understand the rage that burns within my very soul in knowing of the things that you had went and did to me, Black continues, because now it's your turn to go and experience that very same pain that I had felt, although wait a minute. Why have those fools suddenly stopped trying to fight me? Black went on to then look down below by questioning, what are those mortals possibly talking about down there that's more important than engaging against weights? Hold on now, what is Son Goku handing on over to Vegeta? No, but how? how? Black went on to then furiously question. But of course, one of those Potaras belongs to me while the other must have
This is a
come
fan
from
manga
the
called
other
Beyond Dragon Ball
Zamasu.
Super, the entire resurrection of Goku Black story.
No, I cannot allow
We're just
for them
watching
to
this
go and
until
use
next match
fusion on me
begins,
like
but then
how they
Dragon
were
Ball
shown
Breakers right
facing
now.
me and using it before again. They
The
cannot
YouTuber is
go through with
unlucky.
merging together as one like they were shown doing before. For I will not stand to try to have them get the better of me like they have before again. Black went on to then release Gohan by then dashing on down. Oh no, you Saiyans don't. You will not be afforded the chance to fuse with each other again. To which seconds later within that very moment as
match
Makairo
should
Shin
start
Goku
soon.
Black was
Stay
shown
tuned.
having to clothesline both Goku and Vegeta was when Goku Black then went on to continue. You savages have went and crossed me for the very last time. And although I will admit that you almost had me, if I didn't go and turn my attention towards the both of you and seeing what you were doing, then the two of you would have been successful, but you Saiyans are dreaming if you honestly think that I'll go and allow for the two of you to fuse ever again. Not this time, you won't. As you Saiyans are out of your minds if you think that I didn't come ready against you, which also meant always being ready for whenever you went and decided to go and use fusion. And now that I tower above you all in power, I could never allow for myself to ever have you mortals go and fuse against me ever again. As I will go and use everything within my power to see that it never happens while you perish in battle against me alone. But then, it was only just when Goku Black was shown having to attempt to strike Goku, with Goku being shown moving out of the way before having to knee Black in the face, was when Goku then went on to respond. Well, one way or another, you might have the edge over us now, but you and I both
Person
know that this
is
isn't
very-
going to
is,
last
YouTuber.
very long, Black. And since you appear to be
His name is
forgetting
Unreal
about who
Engine.
you're dealing with by having to take all of us on by yourself, Goku
I'm pretty sure he didn't
adds,
make the
it's
manga, he
only
just
going to
narrated.
be a matter of time before you are destroyed, with Goku Black then shown having to
He did
lower
make the manga,
Goku's
I
knee
don't
by
know.
then responding, "Oh, is that so? And just what was that supposed to be, Son Goku? Surely that wasn't your best now, was it? Because here, Black adds, allow me to go and show you on how to really utilize your body in battle." To which, as Goku Black was then being shown on the offensive, it had only now looked as though Goku had absolutely no chance in having to counter Goku Black, as Goku Black then went on to continue. There, are you able to now gain a better understanding on the difference between our power despite sharing the exact same body, Goku? As I always went on to tell you that we as gods are capable of far more than your puny mortal minds are able to understand. And such is the case with what I have become now, Son Goku. The very embodiment of fear and power itself. And as long as I remain with everything that I know and with all that I am able to accomplish, Black continues, you will forever be casted down to always live beneath my shadow, mortal. And don't think for 1 second that my wrath will end here with you, because once I am done handling my business here and destroy this world, then my next target is going to be that annoying little god of destruction, Lord Beerus. Yes, and since he may in fact be the most troublesome among the bunch, I'll go and make sure to enjoy every moment of it. As once he's out of my way and with this universe destroyed, then it'll be on to the next and so on. But then, it was only from out of nowhere now behind Goku Black where a gigantic Hakai energy ball was then shown making its way towards Goku Black, as Goku Black then went on to respond. What the? Oh, Vegeta. Getting a little impatient, are we? And do you honestly think that by aiming to erase me is going to work
We're
in
at
your
7 out of 8,
favor,
just need
Black
one more.
questions? Because I regret to inform you that it won't. Black went on to use a force attack by having to stop Vegeta's attack in place. Or maybe you must have forgotten that I am a god, you foolish creature.
Usually a
And
match
since
takes,
I am a
like,
god
anywhere
by
5 to 10
blood,
minutes.
my knowledge on what it
Fine.
means to understand the nature of destruction far
hopefully we just
exceeds
need
your
one more person.
primitive mind to comprehend. And while your display of destruction is quite surprising to say the least, it is nothing that I cannot already handle. And so how will you possibly be able to destroy something that is already far above your very nature to contend with. To which in the meantime, back down below, as Goku is now starting to awaken and having to look on over and questioning Broly's status, was when Goku then went on to respond, "Oh, this is just bad. Now what are we supposed to go and do? Hey, wait a minute. It's Broly, and he looks like he's still alive, but it also looks like he's in pretty bad shape too. Hold on a second now. Yes, of course," Goku then went on to say to himself. "He's the only one left who could help us make a difference out here against that monster, and, well, although this may in fact be a long shot," Goku adds, "I still have to go and try because it's better than just sitting around here just waiting to die. And so it's worth the try because I know that with his power, nothing would slow us down. Hey, Broly, listen," Goku then went on to crawl towards Broly by responding, "because we don't have a whole lot of time on our hands here, and there's something that I'm going to ask of you that, well, I'm going to need you to go and do with me, and so please just listen, for it's the only option that we have left if we hope to destroy that monster for good. So, remember when I went and told you that I was going to show you that cool little fusion dance that me and Vegeta had went and used against you when we fought you on Earth? Well, we really don't have any time for me to go and teach it to you, but there is something, however, that I want you to go and do for me. Because you see, there's another fusion method that you have yet to see, and this one here, well, it simply involves having to put on a pair of earrings for it to work, and I only have one pair. And so all I'm asking for you to go and do," Goku went on to then respond, "is to put this earring on so that way you and I would be able to join bodies for a little, as well as creating a new warrior with enough power that'll blow that monster away for good. And so now there's no telling on what the outcome of our fusion is going to be, but, well, I'll need you to go and try and remain aware and focused so that way we can all go home. And so now here, I'll need you to go and put this earring on right now." To which back on over in the meantime, when then going back to Vegeta as Vegeta was trying to push his own attack back at Goku Black, was when Vegeta then went on to respond, "Oh, damn that monster. I'm barely able to move him from his current place, and I'm seemingly losing more and more ground here as he continues to try and push my attack back.
We had
And
failed
if he
to connect team
continues to
members.
push me back like this, then
Didn't seem to be
he'll
working,
end up
so-
destroying me with my own attack." But with Beast Gohan then shown having to join Vegeta, was when Beast Gohan then went on to respond, "Hang in there, Vegeta. I'm right here alongside with you, okay? And I think that Black knows that if we unite our power, would it only go as far as to destroy him, which is something that he's trying so hard in not letting happen." Well, yeah, I know that," Vegeta responds, "but just keep pushing no matter what happens, because if we can somehow find a way to combine our attacks, then it just might take effect against them and finally rid us of this headache once and for all, and so now keep pushing." "Oh, so this is what you think will work," Makaio Black went on to then smile by responding. "Do you mortals honestly believe that trying to outnumber me as I currently am is going to work? Because you can only continue to dream if you think that any of your combined efforts will be enough to stop me, Saiyans. And if you truly think that somehow I may be bluffing here," Black adds, "well then I want you both to remain where you are, and I'll show you on why that couldn't be further from the truth, you little worms. As if any of your powers will be enough to wipe me away from the face of existence. No, never. And so now watch," Black went on to then blow Vegeta's attack by then responding, "watch as I show you both what it truly means to wield the power of a god, as I blow you both away and rid you from this world forever." But then, it was only shockingly enough now from out of nowhere, in between both Vegeta and Beast Gohan, was when Zamasu went on to then finally re-arrive by then responding, "No, you are not alone here, and so as long as he remains, I will continue to fight this beast until my very last breath. And so I can only hope that this works." Zamasu then went on to stick his finger out by then using his time ring and responding, "And while I continue to stand before you, imposter, I will continue to fight you until the very end, no matter what it's going to take, as I will not have you get away with what you've done, you heartless monster." To which it was only upon this alternate Zamasu being shown having to use his time ring in sending Vegeta's attack back into another dimension was when Black then went on to continue, "What's going on over there? Oh, but how? Curse that weakling of a Kaioshin to go and get in my way yet again, as I was too careless to have assumed that he would have been destroyed by now, but somehow that little worm was able to survive. And as long as he wields one of those time rings and being able to harness its abilities to counter mine, Black continues, I cannot ensure victory until he is absolutely and utterly destroyed, never to return or get in my way ever again, and so he must be the first. For I cannot allow for this to stand, and so I must ensure that he is the first to die, as the rest of them will soon follow. I'll curse that traitorous little worm of a so-called Kaioshin. I was too careless to have made sure that he was gone and gone for good, but now I'll make sure that he pays. Wait, what was that just now? A sudden burst of energy was then shown emanating from behind Goku Black. That power. What is that huge surge of power that I'm sensing coming from within that blinding light source within the distance? No, surely it can't be what I think it is, can it? Because that would be impossible. For Vegeta and Son Goku were nowhere near one another for them to have went behind my back and fused, unless, of course, they... But then, it was only now suddenly from out of nowhere above Goku Black where another light was beginning to emanate, with Goku Black then having to look up by responding. Great, now
like over 20
what?
minutes in my
For
turn.
this
Not
one
my fault.
feels
It's the
different. Almost as though... But of course. But how was that weasel able to break free and make his way here? To which, surprisingly enough, from out of nowhere, with both Angel Cuss and Kaioshin Gowasu now making their presence known, was when Angel Cuss then went on to respond, well, since you appear to be confused and wondering as to what is going on, it was I who went and had broken Lord Gowasu free from his captive status. For so as long as you are without an assigned Kaioshin after giving Gowasu up in order for you to go and find another to replace him as your direct Kaioshin lifeline, I do not serve you and never will, with Gowasu having to then chime in. And while your plans to go through with becoming Universe 10's official destroyer was nearly successful, since the alternate future Zamasu had went and declined your offers in joining forces with you in being your direct Supreme Kai, while you are still able to wield the power of a destroyer, you are not one by title after Zamasu had rejected you, Gowasu adds. And while we are all gathered together here, we cannot stand to watch you go through with destroying any more mortals alongside those who are gods by blood. But that's impossible, Black went on to then suddenly shout. Whether or not that fool Zamasu had accepted my offer or not, you are still to follow my every command, Angel, and so why did you go and set this feeble old Kai free when I told you to have him remain in place? You lied to me is what you did. And so why are you both here? For I order you to take that Kai and return back into Universe 10 immediately, Angel. Right now! With Gowasu then having to respond, she will go and do no such thing, and while you stand there before us without the alliance of another Zamasu to aid you in your quest for control, Gowasu says, heed my words, for what I'm about to go and show you symbolizes the very bond between Kaioshin and Destroyer, which was a balance that you've recklessly had gone and disrupted, Gowasu says, as both your greed and your relentless pursuit of a misguided ideal will be your ultimate undoing. And should I go and step forth and reclaim my mantle as your Kaioshin, Gowasu went on to continue, then understand that it will be with the intent to restore the balance that you have destroyed and stop your reign of terror for good. For this that you see here hovering above my hand is the key and the direct source of what it means to be connected to one another, and should I accept to be your Kaioshin, Gowasu adds, then you must already know of what I'm prepared to do if it means stopping you, Black. And while this is not a path that I choose to go down lightly, but it is one that is dictated by the necessity of justice which I look to uphold. No, surely you haven't lost your mind to actually consider undoing this now, have you, Black? Went on to the question. And what makes you think that connecting yourself to me and being my Supreme Kai will actually be what works, Black questions? What makes you think that you will truly be successful in defeating me here, Gowasu? With Gowasu responding, no, I have not, but if it means means that I would need to lay my life on the line and wager my existence to ensure that this nightmare that you continue to put us all through is over, then I can only promise you here and now that although I may not be as powerful as you, Zamasu, I will undoubtedly find a way to slow you down if it's the last thing that I do, with Goku Black then having to say to himself, "I'll curse that annoying waste of life and that backstabbing angel, for I was wrong to have went and assumed that she would be fully on my side, but alas, if I am to make sure that I can succeed, then I must go and rip that seal away from him as quickly as I possibly can before he goes and tries anything on me by using it," Black says. "And so I cannot take any chances, for both Gowasu and that coward Zamasu must die first. Now before I go and deal with you, Cuss, I want you to mark my very words here and now, Gowasu, for I want you to know that there will be no length that I wouldn't be willing to go to if it means ending your miserable life, as I would be foolish enough to have come this far only to have you ruin my plans yet again. Well, that won't happen, not this time, Kaioshin. And if you truly think that by attempting to sever my lifeline connection by pretending to be my Supreme Kai," Black continues, "then you are far more delusional than I assumed for you to be, because you wouldn't be able to complete the ritual in time for you to even have a chance to try it, you feeble old relic. And as for you, traitorous angel,
Yes,
once
this
I'm
is
done
Unreal
dealing
Endgame.
with Gowasu,
The story is
you're
called Beyond Dragon Ball
next,
Super,
with
the
Angel
entire
Cuss
resurrection of
responding,
Goku
"Well,
Black
now I
story.
believe that this newly
almost finished.
discovered power of yours has finally gone straight to
We're just
your
waiting
head,
for the next
Cuss
match to begin
adds,
in
and
Dragon
so
Ball
for
Breaker,
your
so right
sake,
now
I
those
would
servers are
strongly
trash.
advise for you to
There's not
keep
a lot
your
of people
distance
playing,
from
so
us if
that's
you
why we're waiting so
understand
long.
what's best for you, Kaioshin," with Kaioshin Gowasu responding, "You are way too far gone and past the point of no return, Zamasu, for you are far too dangerous now to be kept alive, and as we stand before you here in Universe 7, we will do everything within our power and within reason that we can to ensure that you lose," to which, as Goku Black was then shown making his way towards Cuss and Gowasu, was when Goku Black then went on to shout, "And that's where you're wrong, because if I'm going to have everything that I've prepared so extremely hard for to all come crashing down around me, then on my honor, I am going to make sure that by the time this day is over, that I go and take each and every single one of you who stand in my way right down with me if it's the last thing that I do. And so now go on then and let's see it. Let's see how far you are both willing to go in the name of stopping the all-powerful and all-eternal Zamasu. As lifeline connections or not, you will all lose." But unbeknownst to Goku Black, as he was making his way towards Cuss and Gowasu, there had only now appeared to be another individual that was now beginning to rapidly make their way towards Goku Black, as Goku Black then went on to continue, "And while I grow tired of these games that you all continue to play, it's time that we go and carry on with the first stages of my Zero Mortals plan, and that's by atomizing this entire star system along with everyone in it." But then, it was only from out of nowhere just before Goku Black was able to reach both Cuss and Gowasu,
Alright,
where from
fun
out of
match.
nowhere now to
Hopefully
Goku Black's surprise, as it now appeared as though there was an individual that was seemingly shown punching Black, as this individual went on to then chime in, "Oh no you don't, and just where do you think you're running off to in a hurry, Kaioshin? Oh, my head. What was that just now, and how was I not able to see it coming?" Black went on to then stop himself by questioning, "And just who is that? Wait, those outfits? No, but how? How did I allow for those apes to go and use fusion without me being aware of them doing it?" To which, lo and behold, in front of Goku Black from out of nowhere was where the newly created fusion of both Goku and Broly were shown having to clinch their fists upon being shown hitting Goku Black, as their fusion went on to then respond, "The why and how of what transpired isn't nearly as important as the here and now, Kaioshin, for you should have taken the opportunity of destroying Goku and Broly when you did, because what you are about to experience will be the retribution of the highest order, so prepare to face a wrath like no other that was forged from the fires of the very powers that you sought out to go and destroy. And just for the record, you can refer to me as Crowley from here on, and while your failure to eliminate us before has now quickly backfired, I just want to go and let you know that no matter how powerful you think you are, and no matter what you went and did in order to reach such levels, I'm about to eclipse you and show you what real power truly is. As
Finally. Alright, we won our last match. So let's see if we do this one. Shout out to everyone still watching, appreciate it.
Trunks, I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
I forgot to check our team levels.
You really want to save
found
me?
a power key. Go slot it.
This is a first to be...
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Someone help me!
Well, we found 3 keys, so that's good.
You really want to save me?
Flying Nimbus!
Close. We already know you got a ding. Get out of here. Still have to find this D and E key, so I don't have a power key right now. Flying around blind right now. He's not showing up on the radar, so I don't even know where he's at.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. That's a new power key. Place it now.
What is this place? Thanks.
It's a good chance we're gonna jump this guy.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Flying Nimbus!
And it looks like we might not. We don't have no level 2s. So we have 5 Dragon Balls. Gonna look pretty last two.
I apologize for the wait. Shall we begin round 2?
I don't know if Frieza has the last two.
Welcome.
I'm just gonna check. That counts.
Thanks. I apologize for the wait. Shall we begin round 2? Flying Nimbus!
I'd be doing the same thing right now, so you can't even blame me. It's camping the cube. It's right there. We have no level 3s, so we just have to go in and fight. Yeah, it looks like Frieza does have the last one.
Here comes a pain! Come on!
Someone grab the Dragon Ball!
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Did anyone pick it up? Yeah, pick it up.
Oh, man.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Alright, this E guy had the last Dragon Ball. But we did a lot of damage.
The startup system for the Super Time Machine is ready. Head there now.
Just right over there. Alright, the Dragon Ball will spawn somewhere else. It should spawn probably in B.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Not spawn over here.
This is
Okay, the other guy got it.
This is bad.
No way we
Somebody's
lose this
down.
match, bro.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shinron at the altar. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Now, consider it done.
me immortal! Make me immortal!
Oh, man.
Alright, the level 4 just has to do 2 blasts. Come on, level 4. Come on, level 4! Where is he? Got him. Right when the level 4 got cooked. Got it. Two for two. Not 2 for 2. 2 and roll off. It took like 30 minutes to find the match, but got W.
As Vegeta was then shown looking on up in shock by them responding, I can't believe it. Kakarot and Broly united as one through the usage of the Potara earrings. Incredible, and what an insanely massive battle power that I sense coming from them as well, Vegeta continues. Oh, but will they be able to hold it against that monster is the real question here. Oh, and that's because the more power they wind up exerting during this battle, Vegeta adds, the faster they're going to end up burning right through their fusion, just like we did all those years ago when we battled against Merge Zamasu. Oh, and so we cannot run the risk of taking any chances here against that beast, because if their fusion gives out, then it's all over. Oh, Gohan, wake up, listen, Vegeta says. While Kakarot and Broly's fusion may be our best chance at destroying that bastard, there's no telling on how much time their fusion is going to have before they break through the Potara's limits, which will separate them. And so this is what I will need you to go and do, Vegeta says. For we will need to stand by Karoli's side and use every last bit of power that we have remaining within us, and from there going as far as to remain within their fusion's presence as we combine our efforts and destroy that coward once and for all. And so we will have to go and move fast because we don't have a whole lot of time on our hands either, to which right before Karoli was then shown having to transform, it only had now looked as though Karoli wanted to punish Goku Black for all that he had done, as Karoli then went on to continue, "You were a fool to try and assert dominion over this world and knowing that we'd be right there to stand in your way of destroying it. But since you didn't seem to learn your lesson the first time," Karoli adds, "maybe now you will start to see that despite your best efforts in trying to go and keep us all down, you only ended up digging your grave that much deeper as a result of your actions, and so now watch." To which it was only within that very moment as Karoli was shown channeling the innate power of Broly's side of the fusion by from there having to unleash his full-powered Super Saiyan transformation onto this surface was when Goku Black then went on to continue, "Oh, say what? Oh no, what an incredibly massive battle power. This can't be real. It just can't, or I just refuse to have these mortals be what puts an end to my plans like this. For I must engage and find a way to adapt and overpower them while I still can," Black adds, "because if I was able to find a way to go and overpower these mortals before, then surely there must be a way for me to go and overpower them again now. But how can I do it is the question," Goku Black went on to contemplate upon seeing Karoli transform. "Oh, well, no matter then, I'll find a way if it's the last thing that I do. And so now come on then and bring it on, mortals. Go on then, come and show me what you're made of while I go and do the same to you again." To which it was only then with Makaioshi and Goku Black and full-powered Super Saiyan Karoli then shown dashing towards one another was when Goku Goku Black then went on to continue, because if you believe that mimicking a god once again, just as you were shown doing with Vegeta when you battled against my fusion the first time, then you truly haven't learned anything since then, and I'll show you as to why. But before Goku Black could even do anything about it, it was only just then during the midst of battle, as Goku Black went on to throw a punch with Karoli being shown dodging it, was when Karoli then went on to respond. And that's where you're wrong, Kaioshin, because if anyone here between us was the one who truly never learned their lesson, then that person is you, Zamasu. For you should have already known what would have happened to you the moment you decided to try and come back, as an irritated Goku Black went on to respond. But why, you rotten wastes of space, as I refuse to fall by your hands ever again. For I will not have you go and do unto me as what you were shown doing to me before again. Do you hear me saying? Fusion or not, I will never allow myself to suffer like how I was shown suffering by your hands again. As this time it's over, because this time it will be you and your kind who will be the
Trunks, I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
I need help!
Oh man. Close level 2.
Welcome.
Strategies to beat up somebody's level 2. But we need to find all the keys quick.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Over here, man.
Welcome.
Great. You know what to do with that key. Hey, great. You found another power key. Use it quick.
Try to sit as fast as possible.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. That's a new power key. Place it now.
Flying Nimbus!
Hey, great! You found another power
Found all
key.
the keys.
Use it quick.
But only one Dragon Ball looks like. Oh, we have two. Two. Damage was done.
Flying Nimbus!
You're gone.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
We'll say this guy.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Flying Nimbus!
Welcome. Thank you. Whoa.
Two more Dragon Balls. I don't have a radar. Guy's getting tanked. Grab the ball. Saw it drop.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Flying Nimbus!
Wait. I don't know where you guys are!
Here comes the pain! Come on! Holy hell.
Oh, we got him.
Awesome.
On a winning streak right now.
No one does this to me.
Guys are finding that little tunnel, bro. Close to S5. Raider was only level 22. But a win is a win.
One wants to suffer like I did. But even then, surprisingly enough, during the midst of battle, it didn't appear as though Goku Black's attacks were having any sort of effect on Karoli whatsoever, as Karoli went on to then grab onto Goku's punch by then responding, "Oh, is that so? Well, that wasn't too bad, but if you expect for our powers to fall to yours at this stage of the fight, then you're going to have to hit us a lot harder than that if you hope to be any sort of difference maker in this war against us, you pathetic excuse for a Kaioshin." "Oh, enough of this," Black went on to then shout upon being shown sticking out his arm, "for you will not go and try to make a fool out of me, Saiyan." In which, from out of nowhere, with Goku Black now being shown setting off a massive explosion in hopes of having to catch Broly within it, was when Goku Black then went on to continue, "For it's like I had mentioned to you all before, as I will tear you all apart and make you all suffer before I decide that my time with you is over, fusion or not. And just as it was before you fused, I will not lose." But then, it only had now appeared as though Karoli had a different answer, because with Karoli now shown dashing through the smoke and right towards Goku Black again, was when Karoli then went on to respond, "Then it's like we went and just said, in order for you to try and gain any sort of advantage against what Broly and Kakarot have become now, then you're going to have to hit us a lot harder and with far more power than what you're shown displaying against us now, because this isn't going to be enough, and you know it, Kaioshin." But then, it was only surprisingly enough back over with Cus and Gowasu, as the alternate future Zamasu was then shown teleporting in the sky, was when Zamasu then went on to quickly respond, "Honorable Gowasu, just please wait. Now, I understand that this is not the best of times for me to go and speak to you, but I must advise for you to please listen to me, as I know that you are painfully aware of the things that must be done. I urgently ask you to please listen to me, for you don't have to do this because I must be the one to go and do it. As I find myself at a critical juncture reflecting deeply on the unintended consequences of my past actions," Zamasu says, "which have only inevitably led to the creation of this Goku Black, which is why you must not go and risk your life for this, because it was my life that he wanted to take, and so it should be my destiny to ensure that I am the one who takes his," with Gowasu responding, "Wait, you wish to do what now? But Zamasu, you do understand the risks behind accepting this, don't you?" with Zamasu responding, "I do, but whatever is meant to be will ultimately be, for I am sorry for all of this, Master Gowasu, because if I would have known that this would be who I would inevitably become, then I never would have went and gone down the path that I did, and because I understand that it was I who was the source of all this destruction, then it only makes sense that it should be me who faces him in the end, and not you. And so please," with Angel Cus having to then chime in, "I see, for he is trying to right the wrongs of his past, even if this Zamasu wasn't the one who went and started it all. And from what I am able to sense that's coming deep within his spirit," she adds, "I can sense that his intentions are pure, Lord Gowasu, and so we must not deny him of this," with Gowasu responding, "Zamasu, so then this truly is you. This truly was who you were meant to become. For I am sorry that things did not turn out the way they should have been in this reality," Gowasu adds, "but I will not deny you of your destiny, especially if this is what you truly want to go and choose to do. But I want you to understand that I never intended for any of this to happen, nor did I ever wish for you to become the monster that you've seen and come face to face with before your very eyes," Gowasu says, "but I just want you to know that I am very sorry for failing you, Zamasu, and thank you for showing me that even if this was another reality where it happened, thank you for showing me that you were still able to change, and for you to have changed for the better. And as I stand here before you, an old man who is proud to have seen what could have been from his greatest of students. And so now please, we have to hurry then, for time is ticking as we speak. Now listen to what I say and relax your mind along with your spirit, and allow for me to pass on to you the connecting role of a Supreme Kaioshin to that of a God of Destruction. And while I pass this down on to you," Gowasu says, "open your mind and allow for your spirit to accept this as your newly gifted title. Now go and take this role and let it guide you down the path of ultimate enlightenment, so that you may forge the power that you search for in order to stop this false destroyer and put an end to this nightmare of his once and for all. And so now please open your mind and allow for your spirit to take control of your future, Zamasu, for let this be what brings evil down, while all in the name of having it be done through good. And so now let whatever fear that binds you onto this creature be liberated, for I want you now to go and open your eyes and accept this responsibility in being the newly appointed Supreme Kai to Goku Black's false status of Universe 10's God of Destruction, Gowasu says. To which seconds later within that moment, as Zamasu had then accepted the overall status of having to be connected to Goku Black, was when Zamasu then went on to respond, "Then I accept what is while I accept my role as also being Universe 10's new Supreme Kai to this monster's false title of being my connected God of Destruction, for I am now ready to make my move against him. And so thank you, Master, for I promise that I will not let you down and will do whatever it is that I would need to in order to finally stop him." But it was elsewhere down below, as Goku Black was seemingly having to struggle very badly against Karoli, was when Goku Black went on to maintain balance by then responding, "Oh, this shouldn't be possible. How is it that their fusion is so much more powerful than me when this was their first time that those two had ever went and joined bodies like this? I can't seem to injure them either, and so I'm running out of time here. Oh, this can't be the limit to my strength, and so I have to continue to try, even if I somehow end up destroying my body in the process of doing it." To which, as Karoli was then shown smashing his way right into Goku Black, was when Karoli then went on to respond, "What's wrong, Kaioshin? I thought you said that you were so much stronger than I was, and how you were going to rip us all apart and make us understand what true power feels like, because it only now looks as though you're having a bit of trouble backing up these claims that you've made the moment we've entered into this battle to fight you. And so what's wrong? Are you starting to lose your edge?" With an irritated Black responding, "Just you worms wait until I am able to reposition myself in this fight against you all, mortal. For you may be stronger than me now, but mark my words, just as I was shown doing before, I will find a way to overpower all of..." But then, it was from out of nowhere, just before Goku Black was then shown having to finish, was when Ultra Ego Vegeta was then shown inserting himself in the fight by having to punch Goku Black and responding, "Oh, why don't you just shut that big loud mouth of yours and just do us all a favor and just die already, you annoying pile of stolen trash. For I'm sick to death of listening to you preach and ramble on and on about your power. And while we tried warning you that this was going to happen," Vegeta continues, "you and I both know that you're running out of time here, and it's only going to favor us in the long run while this continues, Kaioshin. And so you better get right with yourself here and now, because this will be as far as you will go." As Goku Black then went on to respond, "Why, that damn mortal, curse you, Vegeta. This entire situation has completely fallen out of my favor, and so I must ensure that they are all destroyed now before it's too late. Which only now means that I'm..."
Alright guys, we were on a 3-game win streak. See if we can get another W.
Can you hear me? It's Trunks. I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spot. You found a power key. Go slot it. That's a new power key. Place it now. A super transfer is headed your way. Take it now. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
There was like 4 civilians. They all got found.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
You have my thanks. Thanks.
Damn, what happened, cuz?
Flying Nimbus!
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. That's a new power key. Place it now. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. I sent you a super transfer. Use it to hold the enemy back.
Fuck.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Holy hell.
Oh, I saved the wrong person. I should have saved the level 2.
Oh man.
Saved the wrong guy.
Get up! I owe you one.
Shit. Yo, Hazel on Twitch, what's up?
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Flying Nimbus!
Like we might have to fight.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Here comes a pain! Damn you! Flying Nimbus!
Let's set this one last key, but 4 players not looking good.
Down. If you intend to rescue them,
Oh,
watch out for
I jinxed
enemies.
it. 3 players if this guy dies. Escape time machine.
I've sent a new super transfer. Sorry, that'll have to do for now.
Yo, Hazel, what projects are you doing?
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them. The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you need to. Got it?
I said, what projects were you doing?
Get up!
Someone, anyone, please!
Welcome. Growth.
Flying Nimbus!
Welcome.
I want to get my Dragon Chains back. I don't want to waste the soil. Actually, let me give it to this guy.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them,
looks like
watch
he
out for enemies.
Holy hell.
Oh, graphics. Oh, that's cool.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
Here comes a pain! Help!
We weren't gonna win, but it's all good. I'm good, Hazel. Thanks. Shit, we got KO. Still close to S5.
I'm going to have to hit these worms with everything that I possibly have if I hope to make it off this planet without losing my life. Well, I wasn't expecting for you to go and jump in the way you did, Crowley went on to then respond to Vegeta, as I'm only going to assume that the reason as to why you did it was because you have a plan of some sorts, don't you? Because if you do, then now would be the best time to go and say what it is before he decides to try and attack you for getting in the way of our battle. And so what are you plotting, Vegeta? Oh, well, never mind him for a second, because our biggest problem here lies in your power output and burning right through your fusion time. And so I'd rather not chance you in having to burn out early, so I'm going to join you in taking that clown down for good myself. As I'm sick of looking at his stupid face, and so if we are to have a chance here to destroy him for good, then the best route to take will be for all of us to combine our efforts and power against him, while at the same time we go and run him down until there is nothing left that remains. To which, as Goku Black was then shown powering up, it had only become clear now that Goku Black was looking to go all out in finishing this battle for good, as Goku Black then went on to shout, "You Saiyans may unite as one and stand across from me as much as you want to, but you will never best me for as long as I continue to answer your call to battle, mortals. For I will not allow for my efforts to be ruined yet again. And so now I am done playing these games, for I will make sure that this is the last time that either of you mortals ever speak to me again." To which it was only as Vegeta and Crowley were now prompted in having to unleash their full power was when Vegeta then went on to quickly respond, "Oh, hurry now then, it's now or never, and so let's finish this battle once and for all," with Crowley responding, "Right, and so let's shred this monster and show him what our warrior race is truly made of. As I'll go and take charge first, and so now hold nothing back and let's end this forever, Vegeta." As with the alternate future Zamasu now shown having to complete his ritual and having to now be directly connected to Goku Black was when Gowasu then went on to respond, "So now as it currently stands, you now, Zamasu, hereby carry the title as being Goku Black's official Supreme Kai, as your lifelines are now directly linked, and so whatever happens happens to you will as a result affect Goku Black in the process, Kawasu says. But I warn you now, as one of the circumstances that will not go on to affect Black will be taking one's life to see his opposite die, Kawasu continues. For the chain between a Destroyer God and a Kaioshin cannot be broken if one were to willingly act on such a thing, Kawasu says. For you will need to be destroyed by the hands of another in order for Black's life to also be impacted. Even if it means having Black take it upon himself to act on this decision, it will ultimately result in his life being snuffed away whether he knows of your connection to him or not. As once the Supreme Kai, who is directly tied to a god of destruction, is killed, then that god slowly dies with him, and so I hope that you understand, Zamasu. This is a one-way ticket, and sadly there is no coming back from it, with Angel Cuss having to then chime in. Oh, and for the record, the events of this day will be brought forth to the Grand Minister, so that way we are able to reverse the damage that was caused by Goku Black. However, if you are to somehow perish during this battle, then you cannot return if history were to remain unchanged, Cuss says. You do understand this, don't you, Zamasu? With Zamasu responding, yes, I understand. And so now I know what I must go and do, for I never wanted any of this to ever happen to begin with, and so therefore, I must be the one who changes it, with Kaioshin Kawasu having to then chime back in. If you wish to truly go through with this, then you must go and act upon this now while you still can, but understand that this action, whatever it may end up being, cannot be undone once you go and make them, with Zamasu having to then respond, I understand, and I don't expect anything less once I engage with him, and while I'm not sure if the Mortals fusion will hold out long enough without running through the time limit of the Protaras, it would be best for me to ensure their victory by joining them in this battle. However, I can only choose to do so in a way of having to aid them, where I take more of a defensive line of approach over an offensive one instead, since I wouldn't of course be strong enough to actually make a difference against Goku Black in my current condition. And so now that I know on what it is that I would have to go and do, I must hurry before it's too late for them down there, Zamasu says. To which even then, in the meantime, when then venturing back down below and seeing Ultra Ego Vegeta attempt to attack Kaioshin Goku Black, with Goku Black being shown grabbing onto Vegeta's punch, was when Black then went on to respond, you know, if I would have known that you would have been this much of a hassle to deal with, then I would have went and made you my first victim the moment you came here, Vegeta. But I ensure you that sooner rather than later, you will be the first to go, and I will personally see to it that you are, because you have no place in my world and you never will. And so while I leave you be for the time being as I go and engage against a greater challenger within the moment, Black continues, I continue to exist within the same world as you do. Understand that you will always and forever be known as being second fiddle when compared to me, Saiyan. And no amount of backing by your arrogant little mortal allies will save you from the punishment that you have coming, Vegeta. And so now stay out of my way. To which, as Goku Black was then shown having to kick Vegeta away, Goku Black from that point immediately had gone as far as to redirect his attention back at Karoli, as Goku Black then went on to continue, and now back to you, Saiyan. For you are my primary target, and I will not stop fighting you until you are destroyed. And so you can go and try whatever you think will work against me, Black adds, and I'll just continue to go and prove to you on why nothing you do will be enough to put me down. But even then, despite with Goku Black attempting to attack Karoli, with Karoli being shown effortlessly moving out of the way, was when Karoli then went on to respond, you still don't seem to get it, do you? For the limits of your power while alone can only take you so far against us, while my power continues to be amplified tenfold.
Oh, that shit already.
I intend to rid the universe of every last one of you. I made...
Flying Nimbus!
Trunks, I've set a super time
Flying
machine,
Nimbus!
as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right right spots. You found a power key. Go slot it.
What is this place? I am grateful.
This guy stole my fucking key, bitch ass.
Someone!
We just abandoned this guy.
Thanks! What is this place? I am grateful.
We're both doing bad right now. We should have found more keys, and he's taking long to get to level 2. Both doing bad right now. Let's fight. Fuck it. If we fight him now, we'll do a lot of damage.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
Ooh, you see that skill right there? That was a jump. My God. Right when I get in.
Let's go! All right! Pick on! Let's go!
Lift them.
That's a new power key. Place it now.
Trap. Come on, Nimbus.
Flying Nimbus! Oh man.
Get some
Now I
ass
need your
there.
help.
It's almost dead.
We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
While you transform. But we got all the Dragon Balls too. Game's over. We won. There's no way we lost. Good job, too. Easy.
What?
Hopefully this match counted. Looks like it did. We ranked up to S5.
And this just means that while we're reserving ourselves to prevent us from separating Caroli adds, even then while we continue to suppress ourselves, we are still far stronger than you could ever hope to become, Kaioshin. And so maybe you haven't noticed it by now, but sooner or later it'll come to you. But first I'm going to shatter your ego before I go forward with shattering your body, Black. So while your focus is beginning to stray away due to your frustration in having me get the better of you, Caroli continues, it'll only be a matter of time before you lose yourself completely, to which as Goku Black was once again shown attacking, it was still despite the fact that with Goku Black attempting to shatter through Caroli's defense, with Caroli being shown unfazed by this, was when Goku Black then went on to continue, silence, you ego-driven little animal. I've studied you mortals enough to know exactly what it is that I would need to go and do, and I'll make sure that I see to it that I do. Oh, I'm getting utterly sick to my stomach of having to put up with this bastard already. Vegeta went on to try to maintain balance by responding, the nerve of that coward to go and say all of that in which he said when he's the one who's at a disadvantage here. But then it was from out of nowhere with Beast Gohan jumping in and having to stop Vegeta from having to fly out any further, was when Gohan then went on to respond, don't worry, I got you, Vegeta. You aren't alone in this, and so I'm not going to have you do this all alone, and so I want you to just know that I'll be right here with you along the way, so we need to see to it that we end this, and we end this now, with Vegeta responding, oh, enough is enough already. I have a plan, but in order for it to work, we'll need to go and find a way to hit that bastard with everything that we have, all at the same time, without him having to slow any of our attacks down in the process, with Beast Gohan questioning, but will we have enough time to go and make that happen without him having to catch on to what we're doing is the question. And so what's the plan, Gohan says? We'll need to try and see if Caroli's fusion can keep that bastard distracted long enough for all of us to combine our strongest attacks into one, so that way we can just go and blow that scum out of orbit and out of this world forever. And so while they continue to battle out there, we'll need to watch and wait for the best possible opening that Caroli can create, and that's when we'll go and make our move, to which as Goku Black was still shown attacking Caroli, from the looks of their overall fight, it didn't seem as though Goku Black was able to pierce through Caroli's defenses, as Goku Black then went on to continue, why, you rotten Saiyan, why aren't my attacks able to pierce through your defenses like this? How are you so sturdy and able to take so much punishment without losing a shred of power throughout the course of this fight? As your defenses shouldn't be this strong to be able to hold out against such attacks for as long as you have by now, and so what are you hiding from me? What is there to possibly hide, Caroli responds, when all you're looking at is the truth behind what we've been trying to tell you all along, Black. Just because you were able to steal and morph Son Goku's body in ways that go against who he naturally is by nature, doesn't automatically mean that you are fully able to understand and use the true power of a Saiyan's potential just because you were able to study our methods of how to use it, Caroli continues. As such was the case back then, and such is the case here and now, Kaioshin, with Goku Black quickly responding, that's not possible because I am far stronger now than I ever could have dreamed of being before, and so I'm calling your bluff, with Caroli responding, oh really? So is that what you think this is? A bluff, huh? Well then tell me then. Does any of this look like I'm bluffing to you? Because you'd be rather foolish to think that it was, Kaioshin. Oh, we'll see who the true fool here between us really is, Saiyan Black went on to then quickly respond. And as a matter of fact, since you think that you're so much stronger than me, then let's just see on how you are able to handle several versions of me, all while I go and ready your grave, mortal. And so now go, my minions, Goku Black went on to then quickly spawn 2 Super Saiyan Rose 3s by using his time ring. Go and hold that fusion at bay while I prepare to end his existence once and for all. as I know of just the way on how to end him too. Yes, and so now let's just see how much power you can go and exert now while you're being backed into a corner. I see, and so this was your plan, huh? Karoli responds. You can send hundreds of them after us and it still won't change the outcome of this fight, which as Goku Black was then shown charging up for a dark Kamehameha, it only had become fairly evident now that Makaioshi Goku Black was confident in his abilities of using his attacks to cripple the fusion, as Goku Black then went on to respond, yeah, well, maybe you're right, Saiyan. Maybe they're only meant to be here to simply throw you off your game while I stall for time. But either way, I highly doubt that you'll be able to take much more of these before your fusion starts to feel the effects of my overwhelming power
Ryan,
to
what's
which
up?
I bear. And so now
you
let's
doing?
just see how sturdy that body of yours really is, and then we'll see which one of us can talk the talk by also walking the walk as well. Well, sending lower level fighters to try and stop us wasn't your brightest idea, even if you were.
Yeah, make sure you guys go follow Unreal End Gaming. Like his videos, do all that good stuff.
We got 4 wins and 1 loss.
Can you hear me?
Flying Nimbus!
Trunks, I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Someone! You're a big help. Flying Nimbus!
It's already giving work. Giving Saul some work.
Welcome. Thank you.
No keys yet.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Help! You're a big help. Flying Nimbus!
Now the last person.
You be careful too, okay?
Nimbus.
Flying Nimbus! Oh man.
I'm gonna go look for the Dragon Balls.
key. Use it quick.
Pretty sure he saw me.
Save me! Someone save me!
That's bare civilians.
Great. You know what to do with that key. An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Savior!
Why did he have to come here, bro?
Where am I?
There's a whole bunch of civilians over here.
Where am I?
What an E, bro. Yeah, he's gone.
Someone save me! Someone save me!
Welcome.
Hey, great.
I don't know
You
where these
found
guys
another
are.
power key. Use it quick.
Someone save me! Where am I? Thanks.
To save him.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
This is bad. Somebody's down.
Flying
Exercise
Nimbus!
extreme caution if you're going to help.
Oh, man.
Great. You know what to do with that key.
I think Saul has the last two Dragon Ball. He has the last Dragon Ball, actually.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
We have to jump him and get the last boss.
You're a big help. Stay calm. Stay calm.
Oh, there's a civilian in here?
Here comes the pain!
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls.
Get out of there, man. Sacrifice.
Let's go! Guess I got no choice!
You have all the Dragon Balls. Get out of there.
Stay calm. Holy hell.
Flying Nimbus! Bastard!
The guy who had the Dragon Balls, you need to get out of there, bro. Why he's fighting? He's gonna go try to set that key. Got me. Got it off in time.
Now understood.
This is stressful.
I owe you one.
Please don't see me, no!
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing
I'm
in.
on level 4. You just have to give him a few more licks. Nothing much I could do right now.
Flying Nimbus!
Gotta look for a barrier and a soda.
Someone!
The escape time machine's ready to launch. Ignore the power
We're not
keys.
leaving.
Get
We're
out of
fighting,
there.
bro.
There's a beacon where the blue light is. Do you see it? Head that way fast.
This guy needs to stay alive just a little bit longer. I'll go help him.
The super time machine startup system is ready. Please, you need to be extra
You
careful.
should get supplies too. Fuck, stay alive, man.
Holy hell.
Hit him with the golden gum. Just missed. Got him. Got him. GG's. 5 wins, 1 loss. There can be enemies.
No one does this to me.
They're right here. Close to Z1.
Trying to distract us, Crowley went on to then punch one of the Goku Blacks away by responding, and yet all you did was go and do exactly as I wanted for you to go and do. Black went on to respond, which is why you are about to find out on exactly what it was that I meant. And now that I have you locked within my line of fire, let's just see on how far you are willing to push yourself if you hope to survive, Saiyan. To which seconds later, it was only within that moment as Crowley was shown throwing the secondary Goku Blacks within the line of fire as Goku Black's attack was making its way towards Crowley was when Crowley went on to then continue, well, if that's how you want to go and play this little game of yours, then why don't you go and take this one here back to where he belongs then? Now come on and show me on what you can do, Kaioshin. Shin. Oh, persistent bastard. Now I see he's trying to get me to explode and use every bit of power that I have so that way we can burn right through the Potaras, Karoli continues. But even while he tries, we're not going to let that happen no matter what he tries to throw at us. And so I've got to try and pick my spots carefully and catch him when he isn't looking. Yes, maybe now you can see that no matter how tough you assume for your fusion to be, Black responds upon a giant explosion now being seen. You and I both know that you can't go and take much more of that after this, and so it's only going to be a matter of time before you break apart like the worms that you are. And so go ahead and call my bluff and say that I'm lying here, Black continues, because a few more attacks of that magnitude and your fusion is finished, mortals. And so now what's it going to be then? Think you can handle another? But then it was only just upon with one of the Goku Blacks all of a sudden now being shown getting Hakkai'd was when Vegeta went on to then intervene. Now I'm not sure if you went and hit your head a little harder than you expected, but you seem to be forgetting one very important thing here, Kaioshin. And that is, so as long as you're still around, then we're still going to be around as well. And that means you aren't going to get rid of us anytime soon either. For once this is all said and done, you aren't going to win, and so you can stop pretending like you will because you're running on borrowed time here, with Black responding, but of course, here come the dogs again, ready to be beaten and knowing their place once again. How typical of you fools to still continue to defy me. Well, alright then, here's the ugly truth that you should all already be well aware of. Black went on to then fire an energy blast towards Vegeta and Gohan, which is that your fate hangs in the balance of my hands now, Saiyans. But surprisingly enough then, from out of nowhere, it was just before the blast was able to initially make contact and slamming its way into Vegeta and Gohan, was where from out of nowhere, that was when the future Zamasu was from there shown getting in the way and having to take the hit head on, as Zamasu then went on to shout, "No, you are not the one who will decide who lives and who dies, imposter." Whoa, hey, what are you doing? Gohan went on to then quickly ask upon Zamasu being shown getting dropped down. You didn't have to go and stand in the way of that attack just now, Zamasu. Are you alright? Well, back for more now, are you? Oh, don't you worry, Kai. I haven't forgotten about you one bit, as you were foolish to have stood in the way of that, only to go and wait a second. There appears to be something different about him this time, Black went on to then quickly notice. Something about his life energy feels off, especially when compared to before, so did I miss something here? As his life force feels intertwined with mine somehow, almost as though I can sense a part of my essence somehow merged with his own. And so I'm certain that he must have went and did something when I wasn't looking that caused this. You didn't think that I would simply roll over and die without having
This called Beyond
anything
Dragon
to
Ball
say
Super,
about
the
it.
entire
Now,
resurrection
did
of
you,
Goku
Zamasu,
Black
want to then
story.
turn his head by
If anyone's
questioning?
wondering,
Because I already
YouTuber
told
is
you
Unreal End Gaming.
before, I will not
Make sure you guys go
perish
subscribe,
unless I
like
am
this
able
video,
to
do all that
take
good
a
stuff.
large part of you with me.
Just waiting for the
And you
next match
can
to
rest
begin.
assured that very soon I will be doing just that, with Goku Black responding, "Is that so, Zamasu? Well then tell me then, because I know that you're up to something, and you might as well just go and give it up because of all of those who stand across from me. You are by far the weakest and easiest of targets here," with Zamasu responding, "You may be right, but it's not power that I wield that'll finally put an end to you, but rather something far more complex than you could ever possibly understand. And so by all means, if you think that I am somehow bluffing, then I welcome you to come and call it," with Black responding, "You idiot, Kai. You think that this is some kind of a joke to you? For you are risking far more than you can ever hope to possibly get back after I'm finished dealing with all of you here on this world. But if you truly want for me to go and call your bluff then, and put your actions into question, then so be it. But just remember that each of you had this coming. So, how about this for starters then, AZ? Zamasu, Black went on to then aim his arm down by responding. Yes, let's go and begin to call your bluff by obliterating this entire solar system, along with everyone and everything on it, and then we'll go and see on if you were lying or not, with Gowasu quickly having to then chime in. Wait, he's going to do what now? And with the time rings that he wields, he's likely going to try and make an escape the moment he goes and destroys the entire system. Well, it's not like I wouldn't have went and destroyed this entire system with or without you all here anyways, Black continues. So, since you all love to stand as one together, then you can all go and die as one together too. And so what now? Do you think that you have what it takes to come and stop me? With Beast Gohan responding, oh, Vegeta, we can't let him go through with this because he's actually crazy enough to go and try. Oh, damn you. Why don't you just come and fight us first, since we're the ones that you're truly after here, and leave the rest of the universe out of this, Kaioshin? Oh, you are in no position to be telling me what to do, mortal. For I do what I want, with or without your approval. But then, it was suddenly now from out of nowhere, before Goku Black could act on his intentions, was where from out of nowhere, that was where Karoli was from that point then shown smashing his way in by punching Goku Black in the face by then shouting, oh no you don't, you coward! Not if I have anything to say about it, you aren't, Kaioshin! We aren't done! And just so you know that so as long as I'm here to challenge you, then until you can manage to get through me, you aren't destroying anything. Oh, curse this fusion! How does he continue to fight despite taking tremendous amounts of punishment like this? He's going to go and ruin everything if I don't end him. And so no matter what it takes, I will see to it that you are dead. Do you hear me saying dead? As you will all rule the day where I lose to you again. But upon Goku Black then shown firing his blast at Karoli, was where from out of nowhere, that was where Zamasu was once again shown getting in between Karoli and Goku Black's attack yet again, as Karoli went on to then shout, what the hey, what are you doing? Hurry and get out of the way, Zamasu! No, whatever happens to me doesn't matter, Zamasu responds, because what matters most is that you remain intact because you are the only ones left who can stop him. To which moments later, with the gigantic explosion now seen as Karoli went on to then shield himself, was when Karoli then went on to continue, oh, and just what in the world is he thinking by just stepping in front of us like that? Especially in knowing that any one of Goku Black's attacks could be what destroys him, as I know that he's probably up to something, and so maybe it's to help us buy some more time. Oh well, whatever it might be isn't something that I can just go and stand around and wait on, Karoli continues, and so I have to move in now and continue to put the pressure on him before it's too late, as there's no telling on how much time we have left to still continue to fight him, and so I've got to go now. Stand down, Zamasu, Karoli went on to shout by dashing towards Black. He's mine from now on, and so don't be foolish to go and put yourself in danger like that again, as Vegeta then went on to address Gohan. Oh, listen to me, we're running out of time here, and while Karoli is able to hold that Kaioshin in his place, we'll need to go and combine our power right now. And so while you're still able to wield your power, Vegeta continues, go and channel it all into one singular attack, and we'll go and strike that bastard together at the same time, the very moment we see that Karoli has created an opening for us to go and do it. And so now hurry, Gohan! Right, then let this be how we finally shut him down, and for good this time. Gohan proceeded to then channel his attack, as Goku Black went on to land back down by then responding, oh, it's no use. I'm getting nowhere with all of them attacking me like this, and I've already taken far too much damage while fighting them all, and I have to think of a way out while I still can. But how? For this is all Gowasu's fault, along with that Angel's. Bro, you are both the ones who are mainly responsible for all of this that is happening to me. Black went on to then look up by then shouting, because if it were not for your interference and having to help aid them, then my mission would have already have been completed. And so this is all your fault, you wretched god. gods, for I'll go and slaughter you both! But then, it was only just before Goku Black was able to reach Kawasu and Angel Cuss was where from out of nowhere, that was when Orange Piccolo was shown extending his arms and grabbing onto Black's legs by then responding, "Oh no, I don't think so. You aren't going anywhere without first having to go and finish your fight with us first, Black." What the hell? It's you again. Why, you dirty, rotten, no good Namekian, how dare you try and bind me? No more. I am done having to put up with such nonsense, and so now disappear forever. Cut. But then, it was only fortunately enough before Goku Black had the chance to Hakai Piccolo was when Karoli was shown having to then grab onto Goku Black's arm by then responding, "I knew that you would go and try that at some point, but over my dead body you won't, Kaioshin. And so now I'm angry and you are about to feel my wrath for attempting to go and try and erase him," Karoli responds. "As now that I can see that you're starting to get extremely desperate, I'm not letting up until I break you in half. I'm almost there, just a little more and it should be ready, and so now are you sure that it'll be enough for it to work?" Gohan questions, with Vegeta responding, "Well, unless you hold even a slight bit of power back, then it has to work," as Piccolo then went on to reappear by joining our heroes and then responding, "Don't think that the two of you are going to be doing this alone either, because this is my fight too, and I'm ready to end this." "All right, thank you, Piccolo," Gohan responds. "Now hurry, we don't have a lot of time left, and so now hurry and charge up for your special beam cannon, and let's wait until we found an opening for us to go and unleash our attacks at the same time." To which even then elsewhere, as Zamasu was shown on the ground shaking but yet still alive following Goku Black's attack, was when Zamasu went on to then utter, "I must jump in and do what I must to ensure that nothing goes wrong while we find a way to beat him. I have to still continue to try." In which all the while with Karoli shown grabbing onto Goku Black's leg and repeatedly being shown slamming Goku's body down onto the ground over and over again was when Karoli then went on to continue, "How could you possibly still claim to be the most dangerous force who currently stands upon the battlefield when you are already looking at a force that is far more powerful than you can ever even dream of becoming, Kaioshin? And yet somehow you still continue to defy our power despite already proven to be a fallen god whom we've already had beaten before. And while your destiny was already written the day we erased you the first time," Karoli went on to then throw Goku Black out into the distance, "it's time that we go and remind you once again on why you will always be destined to fail. And while you continue to talk about wielding a power that is worthy of being called a true god, then why don't I go and show you what true power worthy of a god feels like, Zamasu? You stubborn creatures truly don't understand," Goku Black went on to then slowly stand back up by responding, "for it doesn't matter on how many times you continue to chase me, you could never slay what you simply can't possibly understand. And while I vow to continue this battle of ours until I have seen it through until the absolute end, it won't be me who will fall in the end," Black went on to then spawn his energy saber, "but instead, I plan to carry out with my Zero Mortals plan until every last one of you from all corners of the multiverse are purged and erased from my utopia forever. And so whether I fight one of you or I go and fight all of you, none of you whom I engage with will survive. As I'll go on to make sure that you never speak to me with such disrespect even in the afterlife ever again, mortals. For I am the one who stands above all with no challenger to contest me," Black went on to then rush towards Karoli. "For you will now come to understand that for yourselves, because you won't be fast enough to gather enough energy to fire at me on time, mortals. And so now to hell with both you and your ridiculous fusion, Saiyans, now die!" But then, it was only from out of nowhere, shockingly enough, with the alternate future Zamasu getting in between Karoli and Goku Black and from there having to be stabbed directly through the chest, was when Zamasu then went on to quickly respond, "No, not on my watch, imposter. I don't think so. Not if I have something to say about your actions, you won't." You what? What are you doing, you fool? What have you done? Why did you decide to go and stand to protect this creature when you know that this isn't the way, Zamasu. Have you lost your mind or what? Black went on to then continue. Because all you've managed to do here was go and dig your own grave, Kaioshin, with Zamasu responding, oh, is that what you think that I went and did, Black? Because the only one here between us who was shown digging their own grave here is you. But maybe you're right. Maybe I have truly lost my mind, or maybe, just maybe, you're the one who doesn't seem to understand, false destroyer. You, the one who wears the face of Goku, Zamasu continues, have become an emblem of devastation, for my regret is profound as the folly of our joined destinies, as by your hand we are now doomed, a single entity bound for destruction, and though I saw redemption, it seems we shall both be dragged into the abyss, for it was a fate which you had carved out for yourself with the very power that you so desperately desired, fallen Kaioshin. You did this, and upon accepting my fate, Zamasu went on to smile by continuing, I also had accepted yours on your behalf as well, and the best part about it was that you didn't even see me coming with it, Zamasu continues upon from there being shown grabbing onto Goku Black's shirt. Can't you see? This is what you wanted, wasn't it? This was what you wanted for me to go and accept, didn't you? Well, guess what, Zamasu adds? I did. And since I did, you and I are now directly connected as one, Zamasu. You wanted for me to be your overlooking Supreme Kai to your false God of Destruction title, right? Well, you got it. But be careful on what you wish for, because it just might come back to haunt you, scum. For you had went and brought this onto yourself. As an enraged and shocked Goku Black went on to then respond, you knew all along. So that was what you've been waiting for. You've completely lost your mind, you foolish little worm. What have you done, you coward? What's happening? Why is my body starting to change and shake like this? How could you be willing to throw your life away like this when you could have been so much more than what you are now? With Zamasu responding, well, it's simple, because I would much rather perish by knowing exactly who I was and what it was that I stood for while alive than go and live blindly by my ego and losing myself in the process of trying to become something that I was never destined to become, Kai. And since this was what you wanted, and since this was the path that you decided that you wanted to walk down, Zamasu went on to continue upon, now being shown having to fade away, then how poetic is it that you have finally reached the very end of your road, fallen god. To which upon Goku Black now being shown clinging onto his chest and slowly backing up as Zamasu had faded into the wind was when Goku Black then went on to respond, wait, no, curse you, Zamasu. You knew that by destroying yourself after linking yourself to me would it only go and harm me in the process, you scum. No,
We have 5 wins, 1 loss. I hate when they do that, bro.
Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
I need help. Someone! Thanks!
Flying Nimbus!
a power key.
On
Go
the
slot it.
Head to A. Let these guys plant that.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Flying Nimbus! Flying Nimbus! Flying Nimbus!
Head to C now.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Welcome. Thank you. Close.
Just need to find one more Dragon Ball.
That's a new power key.
I think
Place it
Broly's
now.
sounding. Yep.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Oh, man.
Or Chink don't have a power Dragon Ball. Tell me what you got away. I'm gonna go try to plant the seed.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Here comes the pain.
I've had enough of this.
Holy hell.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shinron at the altar.
Well, we need one more key. We all lost our dragon changes.
An ally needs your help.
And
We don't know what
the guy
danger
summons and
will
Broly goes to level 2,
make
he might get
rushing in. startup system from the central area. Just a little more to go, then you're done.
Gotta get the hell out of here!
I was just making sure there was no soda over there. I had a feeling he was gonna destroy the area too.
This is bad. Somebody's down.
God.
Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Holy hell.
An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
I'm so upset. Could have just waited one more second.
Close.
Ally down. If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Fucked up.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Oh, did I said.
This person summoned. Broly was gonna cook him because we lost our dragon changes, so we couldn't fight. I called it.
You serious?
Now, state your wish. Consider it done.
I sent you a super transfer.
You alright?
To hold the enemy back.
Flying Nimbus!
Dojo, what's up? Dojo.
Dojo, what's up? But this is gonna be the last match, guys. I'm gonna run to the store, cook some dinner, and I'll stream again later tonight.
An ally needs
Appreciate
your help.
everyone
We don't
who
know
stayed
what
to watch
danger awaits.
and gave the video a
Think
thumbs
before
up and
rushing in.
subscribed, all that good stuff. Thank you. But it's the last match.
Be trash.
Once this is over, I'm just gonna
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Flying Nimbus!
Should have won this one, bro. We just played out bad.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but retreat if you... You need to. Got it? The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer. The startup system destroyed. These time machines almost prepped. Head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
Serious? Sorry, Broly.
Nah, suck.
You'll be dying alongside this planet. Where do you think you're going? I was going to escape with you. In a one-person pod.
Alright guys, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in like 3 to 4 hours from now. I'll stream again later tonight. Have yourself a good evening. Thank you for watching. Peace.